Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Joining us today, Dr. Peter Rippey with St. Joseph's Candler Medical Group in Bluffton to explain family practice medicine and other health topics. Dr. Rippey, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Certainly. So let's talk a little bit about family practice. There's a difference between family medicine, general practitioners, and a doctor of internal medicine.
Yeah, so a lot of it is in the title, family practice. Family physicians are actually trained to see patients all the way from newborns, all the way up to their great-grandparents. So, whereas internal medicine, a lot of general practitioners may only see, adolescents and into adulthood, and pediatricians obviously mostly see, pediatrics or kids up into adolescence.
Sure.
We'll see the entire family.
And for any cases, I mean, does it encompass all different health issues?
Sure. So family physicians we're trained to treat chronic illnesses, diabetes, hypertension, monitoring those things, following those things, diagnosing and treating, even acute conditions. People who get injured and maybe need, a laceration repair or something like that, simple
Sure.
cuts repaired. But also we specialize in preventative medicine.
And talk a little bit about preventative medicine. I mean, I think when I think of preventative, I think of immunizations, vitamins, things like that.
And that would encompass preventative medicine, but it's a very evolving field. It's always changing. Although sometimes I think that people maybe think of specialists as having to keep up with all the newest technology, but preventative medicine actually can be somewhat of a moving target too, and we've seen this lately with recommendations for mammogram screening.
Okay.
You get various recommendations from different agencies as research is done, and those things get tweaked. We have a lot to keep up with too, and so it's a very important field. Obviously, preventing illness and trying to keep people healthy is a lot of times better for the patient than getting sick, and a lot more cost effective for the healthcare industry as a whole.
And so the assumption obviously then is important to have an ongoing personal relationship with your physician for that reason.
Yeah, so it also, there's guidelines out there, but they're guidelines, not rules, and so they change depending on the person's situation, their other health issues, and their desires and their goals for their own health. So having a personal relationship with your physician, and sometimes even I find in my instance, knowing the family unit as a whole, so taking care of the mom and the children and the father and the grandparents, it all plays a role in those health goals and even in management of chronic disease and preventative medicine.
And so what are some of the most important issues that you basically track in patients?
Well, I'm a little skewed, I guess you could say, because I'm also fellowship trained in sports medicine.
Okay.
So exercise and activity is a big thing. That's the fifth vital sign for me. So, you come in the office and you may get your temperature and your blood pressure and your height and your weight, but most often I'm talking to my patients also about how much do you exercise, how active are you. That's
Right.
so important for people's health, tracking that activity. Encouraging them in activity and making appropriate recommendations based on their other health issues.
Continuation of wellness, creating
Yes.
a wellness program basically.
Sure. Yeah.
And so do you, are you seeing children as well?
I do, yeah. I'll
Okay.
see infants.
Any age?
Children. I love seeing kids. Kids are very, I have two kids of my own, and I love them dearly, and kids are always great when they come in the office. They're very honest in what they do, and they're very straightforward in a lot of their conditions, and yeah, they're great.
And what are some of the health challenges facing children and adolescents today?
Well, a lot of times you hear in the news lately, the obesity epidemic.
Yeah.
We hear that in relation to adults, but I don't think we hear it as much in relation to kids. But over the past 30 years, obesity in children has actually doubled, and in adolescents it's quadrupled. So that is a huge issue for children, and especially with the way our diets have changed even over the past 20 or 30 years, and the types of food that we eat, dietary counseling and maintaining a healthy weight and appropriate activity, especially as technology advances, and it seems like we spend more and more time with technology and computers.
Right.
And a lot of times what gets sacrificed in some of those incidents is activity.
Sure. Dr. Rippey, thank you for such great information. We'll have your information on the screen.
All right, thank you very much.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.